Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I'll be going through the West Coast Eagles versus GWS game in which West Coast ran out winners by 4 goals in a... I'm actually surprised that this one's been played at... It says that West Coast Eagles were at home, but actually they weren't, which is a little bit of a shock. I think they've got some of the home fixtures messed up around a little bit, given that last also that we saw that the Kangaroos were apparently away from home when they were actually at home against Richmond. So I think that's a little bit of a fault. I just want to check if the last couple, what's happening with the last couple games. So you had the home team up there. Adelaide definitely didn't play at home, and then you had Carlton versus Port Adelaide. That's also messed up, I believe. So yeah, a couple games are just a little bit messed up with their home fixture and away fixture, but that isn't really much of a big deal in the long run. I can just obviously show it. But yeah, this game was played at Henson Park, as you won't see it, but it was played at Henson, and that's why it should be GWS home team and the likes of West Coast, the away side there. But anyway, it's no big deal in the long run. It just stuffed me up a little bit because I thought I'd had the, with the way my thumbnails work, etc. I thought I had it the wrong way around for a second. But anyway, Roberts, 20 touches, 9 tackles, 115. She was just amazing. She's going to have these type of freak games where she basically puts a big score on the scoreboard, as well as having a good enough disposal game. She's got 117, 115. I think she went 81, 117, 115 in the last 3 games, which is a pretty good output there, as well as a 106 the week before. It was just this start to this season, 79 and 55. She's getting on ball time, which is really, really good to see. And she's just really dangerous. Huge non-disposal work as well. You can see here 8, 15, 12. So she's really doing it. 36, 45 non-disposal points there, and 30 plus 20, 50 the week before. So yeah, she really does get that non-disposal work, and also the 24, 20, 19, 23. She really does get into the mid, the 20s or plus disposals, and that's where she generates a lot of her points. That also helps when you score 19 points through the goals and behinds. Lewis, 108, she did really well as well, 23 touches, 7 tackles. Drennan, 21 touches, 5 tackles, 83. So you can sort of see how there's not really, how do I put this correctly? Because they're a good side, but there's not really a dominating midfielder, as in like you see Laura Gardner or a Charlie Rowbottom or a Ebony Marinoff, who always are pretty much the top scorer for the whole game, let alone the top scorer for their side. And that's something that they really struggle with to West Coast. So it really means that the fantasy relevance of these midfielders go up and down, up and down, up and down, because they average 90 odd, which is close enough to being top of the line. But it's not that 101. They really have that one-off game. As you see here, Drennan at 86. If you take out this 34, that's 6 games for an 86.2. 6 games times 86.2. That's probably a 506 times 86.2 is a 517. 517 minus the 39 or 36 minus the 34. Divide 517 minus 34. Divide that by 5, and you get her back up to a 96.6. So that's very close to being top of the line. But then again, that's also not top of the line, and she has that one fault game where you're like, but then also you could say that she has one big game, so it sort of swings and roundabouts, I guess, a little bit. But the main point here is that they're so equal, these girls, that it's kind of hard to actually pick any of them, just because they're not going to score that big score in the end. And I think you see it across multiple teams. I think you almost see it as well across Carlton as well, is very much up there with that. Lions, 75, thought she did really well, but I think that she just won't be relevant, to be honest with you, as they do have Lavi there, Lakay, who I think they should be giving ruck time to as well. Donato with 11 touches and 7 tackles for a 64. She's really done well cash gen-wise. I'm pretty sure she might be into the 500s now. Yeah, 504 for her. To grab her at 360 when he pulled in the double, and for her to get up to what she's going to get up to 504k with probably a good cheeky break even is probably really good. Thomas 63, forever in the 60s. Pretty much simple as that. Weston 58, Gibson 48. So these two just sort of combining. They always seem to combine for about 110 or so, give or take, and they've done it pretty much again. Sonny Bacco with a 41, and you sort of see the drop off. I've been really surprised with how bad Swanson's been playing. In terms of just look at this, 40, 7 touches for the game, 4 tackles. Last year she was pretty much destined on the 90 track where like a Drennan is. Maybe she's just playing the team role, I guess. But it's just been really surprising and someone that you can watch out for. Next year, Wakeford, Simons, Bushby, Harkin, Cleaver, Lakay, Schilling as well. Someone that's really was hyped up a lot in the double prior to the double just because of cash gen and is fallen flat. Smith, Wrench is at Rocks and Wakeford as well on 19. And I don't think we had any injuries. I don't think. Then we go over to the GWS Giants. Parker, 96. She seems to be the one that's always pushing around that 100 marker. I think she's averaging around that 93, 94. Let me just check here. 89, so she's in and around that marker. She's been like this for the last 3 years, playing that full-on ball roll. And so, yeah, she's just doing her thing. Huntington as well, 11 marks in this game was absolutely huge. She was marking everything. Of course, I had her on my bench for this because that's what we do with those halfback distributors. We leave them on the bench for their big score, bring them on, and then they score 50s. So hopefully she can repeat the dose in this weekend because, yeah, kind of need her. And hopefully she can do really well in the double. Alicia Eva with an 87, 9 tackles, and 15 touches. O'Dowd here, 17 touches, 20 hit outs. She's been really outstanding, 78 fantasy points, even with the chance of the likes of Fleur Davies playing basically just an absolute foil role to her. It looks like 23% time on ground is absolutely pathetic from Davies. Don't know what was happening there. As they had so many other ruckmen. She should just be the secondary ruck. Simple as that. Just don't put anyone else secondary ruck. Just put Fleur Davies. She's a number 1 ruck usually. But with O'Dowd coming in, she's been relegated to number 2. So, yeah, I'm just shocked here that they haven't gone with Davies as the secondary ruck and playing her as a forward as well. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, why are they giving Doyle some chance to get hit outs and other girls? Just play those 2 as ruckman. They're tall enough, they're good enough. Just play those 2 as ruckman. Beeson, 77. Goldsworthy is one that I've been really shocked that she sort of stalled a little bit. She's more of an impact player than that. She will just grab the disposals. And with GWS not being the greatest this year, Goldsworthy hasn't really had the opportunity to kick multiple goals. I mean, she kicked 1 goal too, so I guess that is slightly wrong in saying that. She had the chance to kick multiple goals, but she can't be doing that regularly. And yeah, she just hasn't been filling the stat sheet as much as she did last year. Caitlin Sirhoy, 18 touches, 6 tackles, really good from her. Tiny Evans, 9 touches, 4 marks, and 3 goals. So that's the reason why she got to a 63. She hasn't really been performing too well across the whole year. I think she's averaging about 55, give or take, which isn't the worst for a back, 56, yeah. For someone that's listed in the back line, but I think she just has the chance to go like 10 or 15, which can be so game-changing. Garnett, 60. Bradfield, 58. 58. 10 touches, 4 tackles, as well as 4 free kicks, 43% tog. We talked about this in the Cash Cow segment. Sarika with 55 with 15 handballs, just handballing it to everyone, it seems like. Brasendale 53 on 14 touches. Pease 7 tackles, 47. Newman only 36% tog, and pretty sure she got injured. Smith 26 on 95%. Fleur Davies we already talked about. Randall, Ransom, Doyle, Grierson, and Mowbray. And I'm just pretty sure if we just go here quickly to the girls here, just go like this. And then go CBAs. I don't think there's anything out of the ordinary for GWS. Yeah, they've got a pretty set midfield set there, as you can see. Goldsworthy, Parker, O'Dowd, and Beeson. Then Pauga, obviously suspended. Still for another game, I'm pretty sure. And then you've got 5B, they obviously won't play. Then you've got her suspended for round 6, I believe. And then round 7 and 7B, she'll be back. And then they play 8, 9, 10. and then I don't think they play 11. Yeah, so 8, 9, 10 will be there. But anyway, that's pretty much the video there of the West Coast Eagles victory over the likes of GWS. If you did enjoy it, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and I'll see you guys in the next recap lot tomorrow. Bye, guys.